exciting.
Ethan.
Ethan. Ethan. Hey, shh. I know. I'm not gonna hurt you. Hell, I'd never would have if I could have helped you.
What do you mean?
I'm no killer, son. Neither is Marguerite, nor my boy Lucas, or even Zoe here. That girl, Evelyn, she did this.
What the hell is she? Now, what did she do to you?
She infected us with her gift. That's what she calls it. I found her near a busted out tank in the bayou. Everything changed after that.
So she infects you and then she takes control?
No. Not exactly, son. She just... She forces her way into your mind, your soul. You can't fight back. You are connected to her, and you can't resist the urge to... Oh, you're a different person after that.
Just like Mia. So Mia sent me that message because of Evelyn.
Listen, the girl just wants a family of her own. She's the key. All right? You find her. You stop her. Ethan. Free my family. Please.
Stay away from him.
Why? He doesn't love you. I can make him love you.
Don't hurt him.
Silly, I told you I'm not gonna hurt him.
Don't you dare.
So what? You're not my mom. Remember?
Mia, how?
There's no time. You have to get out of here and find her. Here, take this.
What? Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
You need to go. I won't be able to resist for much longer.
No.
Now go kill him, bitch.
Mia! No!
Okay, you little bitch. Where the fuck are you?
Alpha 1, this is Bravo 1. Do you read? This is Alpha 1. Report. Did you find anything?
A thorough search of the Baker property revealed 0 survivors. Repeat, 0 survivors. We did find evidence of a skirmish.
Evelyn?
Negative. However, we did find several encrypted messages from the Baker's son Lucas to an unknown third party. You can probably guess who that was.
That's just great. We've had reports using the abandoned mine south of the property. I'm gonna go have a look.
Roger that. We'll meet you at those coordinates.
If you encounter Evelyn, orders are shoot to kill. Repeat, shoot to kill.
It's gone!
This is your fault.
Why am I seeing this?
Ethan, it's okay. It's okay, it's me. I know you didn't mean to hurt me.
Kill him, Mommy.
But you shouldn't have done that! It fucking hurts!
Does it want to be my daddy? Then he can die. Now it's Mommy's turn to kill you.
Help! Ethan, help me.
You're gonna be one of us. And then maybe you'll play nicely.
I'm not playing.
No! Get that away from me!
I want your help! Go back home!
You.
Why does everyone hate me?
You.
Why does everyone hate me?
the fuck took you guys so long?
Ethan?
Mia. You made it. I'm glad.
Did I?
They say that when one door closes, another opens. Well, a door closed tonight. And what a long night it was. But not just for me. Mia and I weren't the only victims here. So were the Bakers. It was that thing, Evelyn, who made them that way. But now Evelyn's dead. And these guys are here to clean up the mess. I had just come to terms with losing Mia. But now she's back and wants to start over. Put all this behind us. Maybe this is where the next door opens.
Oh shit! I didn't realize I was on mute the whole time. Oh well. So let me say a couple of things here. This fucking game was great. I love the twist with Grandma at the end. Turns out she was at Evelyn the entire time. I showed affection. I never once fired a bullet at Grandma. I'm like, you haven't done me any wrong, Grandma. Like the rest of the family has. Fuck Daddy, I'ma kill Daddy. Fuck Mommy, I gotta kill Mommy. Yo, brother Lucas, this guy's a cocksucker. I gotta kill him too. Grandma, you're cool. I'm not gonna do you any wrong. And then it turns out, Grandma, wait a minute, you were trying to kill me the entire time? You were trying to fuck me over, Grandma? All right, I gotta cap your ass, bitch. Like, what are you doing? The Mia plotline, I liked it. I really liked it. When you make it to the ship and you learn about who she was before. What a twist. What a twist. Very interesting. I liked what they did with her character in this game more so than what they do with her character in the next game, where they kind of just shove her ass in like jail and then she doesn't do anything in like the final battle. Even though technically she's more physically, like she could have technically helped Chris out in the final battle in the next game, but she doesn't do shit. Something I don't like about these Resident Evil games, more and more now, is that every time you come across a weapon that is super broken, and you can't keep carrying on with it. Hold on a second, let me lower my volume a little bit. This is kind of loud. One of the things, so one of the things I keep seeing in these Resident Evil games pop up is you use a fucking weapon to kill one of the bosses, and it's like, keep using that weapon. Like, what are you doing, asshole? Like, why are you using the chainsaw that way? Why are you breaking the chainsaw? Hey, go down there and go get that knife that you just used on Lady Dimitrescu. Like, bro, what are you doing? Why are you? Don't you see the shit you're fighting? One of the things I didn't like about this game was the mold people that you fight. Absolutely hated those guys. Dog shit. Absolute dog shit. They're I don't know what it is. It's just like it's not that they're scary. It's just that they fucking do insane amounts of damage. They're just dumb and annoying. Like it's really just I don't know how to describe it. I just don't like them. I prefer the zombies in the next game more so than this shit. In the beginning, it's like, oh man, they're kind of scary, but later on, it's like, okay, you're just an annoyance. Let me run around. Let me. Yeah, the mold thing, especially at the end of the game. At the end of the game, it's kind of like, in the ship, it was okay, but even in the ship, I was kind of like, you know what I was hoping for? On the ship, all those dead guys would come back to life or something. Like, she could do more with the mold, but at the same time, it makes sense. You don't want to make Evelyn, because Evelyn's already busted. Like, if you think about it, Evelyn has some super level kinds of, like, power. She has some insane power level ability or some shit. Yo, I'm gonna control your mind. I'm gonna control what you see. At the same time, I'm gonna fucking puke out this mold that that sort of takes over other people and creates basically a fucking army. Like, she's some busted ass fucking supervillain. It's you can't give her too much. Oh yeah, she's bringing back people from the dead. You can't do anything like that. But what she could have done is she could have just been like, oh, I'm not killing any of you. I'm just gonna have you all just stand still. You're gonna live, but you're all just gonna stand still and wait. Like, I'm gonna make this like my home or some shit. And technically she does, but like, and so when you're back on the cruise, when you're back on that ship, like the dead enemies that you see, like the dead old passengers are the ones that you're fighting. Like, I would have preferred that. That would have been cooler. The Magnum was absolutely, like, useless. Holy fuck, what a useless weapon. The certain weapons are actually useless. The shotgun was so busted and so good. But the rest of the weapons were absolute dog shit. The best component of the game was the very beginning because it's so scripted, and the ship when you're on Maya's character, I think, were the best two moments in the entire game. The escape room that you do for Lucas was absolutely one of my favorite parts of the game as well. One of the videotapes. Those videotapes, like, thinking back on it now, the videotapes were some of the best parts of the game. What else? Overall, another first-person Resident Evil. I can see what they did with Village. So, with Village, they added more diversity. And I think that absolutely helped the game. What was my favorite boss fight? Jack in the Detection Room? Let me think of all the boss fights. Okay, let's go through each one. There was this last one with Evelyn. That was dog shit. That was trash. There was Jack in the dissection room with the fucking chainsaws. There was Mama in, like... Well, you fight Mama twice. You fight Mama when you're in the hole and she's dumping fucking flies at you. And then you fight her again in the house when she's, like, long-limbed. When she's long-limbed, I'll take long-limb over you being in a fucking hole shooting burner fuel at her. And then, what other boss fights was there? There was Jack. Jack versus you, which is what, like... You doing the escape room again? Or, you fighting the fat guy. Like, what would you say was Jack's... Oh, when you're shooting his eyeballs. I forgot about that. When you're shooting his eyeballs. Was there any other... Are there any other boss fights that I'm forgetting? Daddy, Mama... Jack... Who else am I forgetting? Was there a boss fight on the ship? I don't think so, right? just the key household people. If that's the case, oh, Jack in the garage when you're in the fucking car, when you're driving his ass into the car. Ooh, that's actually a good question. Oh, that's a great question. The best boss fights were at the start of the game. Like, whoever designed the start of the game knew what the fuck they were doing. Because the start of the game is the scariest. You're in there with the rest of them. You're like, oh fuck, what's going on? What's happening? I have to say it's the start of the game. It's both Jack fights, and it might just be the first boss fight. Jack, when you're hitting Jack with the car. Actually, no. I have one problem with the fucking first boss fight. Jack is just controlling the steering wheel. The steering wheel. He's how the fuck is he accelerating the car? Cause remember, like, the climactic moment is he fucking controls your car, he spins it around, and then he puts you in the direction of, like, the what is it, like the junk that's sticking out, and you fucking accelerate your car into the junk to essentially get them off of you. But that was my problem with the whole thing, is like, oh wait a minute, is he controlling the acceleration or am I? Cause based off of his dialogue, it's like, oh, he's controlling the acceleration. So I'm like, is he stepping on my foot? Like, they didn't do that too well. But besides that, I actually liked. I kind of liked his chainsaw fight better. I think that would be my favorite. So yeah, Jack with the chainsaw, Jack in the car. Then it would be Mama in the house. Actually, Mama in the house was a good fight too. Mama. I think the fight against the eyeballs was like the worst fight in the game. Eyeball boss fight was the worst boss fight in the game, because it's like, what the fuck are the point of these weapons if all I have to do is shoot eyeballs? I'm over damaging some of the eyeballs, and some of the other eyeballs I'm under damaging them because I'm using a pistol or something. Yeah, again, some of the weapons were absolute dog shit trash. It's like, why? after you deal with Mama, it's like, why do I have the flamethrower anymore? Like, why am I using the flamethrower? Overall, game, when I compare it to 1, 2, 3, so now let's do a comparison. 1, 2, 3, Village, and 7. This is right above 3. This is above 3 because it's a longer game. It has a bit better narrative than 3. 3 was when I think back on 3 was a short fucking game. This game is a bit longer. It's a bit more polished and designed. I like what they did. I like the characters. I like those characters. Very, very memorable. Like, Daddy was memorable. Very well done. Ethan was an interesting protagonist. Oh, actually, Ethan was not. Ethan was kind of odd. Let me be real with that in this game. Ethan's a little. Use all the steroids. Healing items used. I saved a bunch of times. Oh, restarts. I fucking died a bunch of times too. Madhouse weapon Albert 01R. Oh, the Albert. The secrets of defense. Additional free content, not a hero. Download for free via more menu. Okay. Let me see what else is there here. Loading. With Lucas and Zoe in those. Alright. Let's look at the extra content. So, not a hero, Chris's story. Ethan's struggle is over, but there's still one last mess to clean up, and the job falls to Chris Redfield, a veteran in the fight against bioterrorism. End of Zoe. Weeks after Not a Hero, a new danger has emerged. Jack's brother, Joe Baker, must face this danger with his bare fist and put an end to his family's suffering once and for all. Secured as evidence from the Baker farm, these videotapes never saw the light until today. They reveal some of the tragedies suffered by the Baker prisoners. What's more? Is there anything else? Does this game not have like, oh, you have the fucking crazy gun? I'll check it out, I guess. I'll check out the DLC. Let me actually connect and download it. Okay, so you should only be hearing my microphone audio right now. Let me download this real quick. 4 gigabytes, okay. Yeah. Why is it so slow? Okay, it's downloading. Yeah, so how do I rank them? 2 is still my favorite. 2 and Village are like neck and neck, actually. 2 and Village are just neck and neck. They're so fucking good. 2 is just a remarkable game. There's so much to that game. Village, there's so, like, I get a craving to go back to Village every once in a while because damn, that the factory level in Village was, ooh, it was so good. It was scary as shit. That was, yo man, I was after I played Village, I was like, you know what I want to do? I want to watch like one of those shittier Friday the 13th, not Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street movies, like Nightmare on Elm Street 4 or 5. Because it has that kind of aesthetic. It has that kind of look. The mechanized dream world kind of look. And I really liked it in the game. Hold on a second. Let me see if it's just double checking that it's downloading. Oh, it's going to take a while actually. I'm downloading pretty slowly. Yeah, I really liked Village, and the more I think about it now, it's like Village though, it feels like a Capcom game. Village reminds me of like Devil May Cry. Like it's in a weird way, it's Capcomish. Whereas this game does not feel like a Capcom game. It feels different. It's like on a different engine or something. It doesn't feel so Capcom-y. The only thing that feels kind of Capcom-y is when you're in the trailer trading like ancient coins for fucking items. But in Village, it's like whenever you see the Duke. Whenever I see the Duke and I'm like, yo, let me purchase some stuff, I feel like I'm playing a Capcom game. But in this game, it's only when I go up to the birdcage and I start trading. The rest of the game feels different. It's like, oh, this is this doesn't feel like a Resident Evil game until they start talking about like bacteria and shit. The other thing about this game is that this I think is scarier for a lot of people. Play Resident Evil Pachinko. No. No, I still need to play Silent Hill Pachinko first. I gotta play the Silent Hill Pachinko. The thing about this Resident Evil game, Resident Evil 7, is that because it's not so diverse and it's just in Louisiana, like this game, there are going to be people who played this game and they quit because they're like, this is terrifying for me. Like, this is absolutely terrifying for me. Being out in like the swamp, stuck in a house with like this fucking crazy family. Like, there are people who started playing this game and they quit. They're like, no, this game's fucking absolutely. Whereas Village, it welcomes you in. It's out in the open, and it kind of puts you in like the haunted house at the start, and it's not as scary. and then it gets scary and scarier, in my opinion. In this game, it's just fucking brutal from the start. In VR, I think, no joke, if I had played this game in VR, my balls would have like retracted into my body. I would have fucking the strongest muscles in my body would be the ones that control my butthole, because they would have flexed so fucking much if I had played this game in VR. Like I play this game in a headset, like cause I'm constantly talking, so I'm hearing shit. I'm hearing shit that you normally don't pick up in a room with like your TV audio. So I'm hearing the enemies behind me. I'm hearing them on the side. Like I'm hearing them from everywhere, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, yo. I'm hearing even the smallest shit. Like, is there something around me? Please don't tell me it's another fucking mold thing. If I were playing this in VR, and I turn the corner, and I see anything, yo, oh my god. Oh my god, my butthole will tighten up. My balls will retract. My dick would like invert on itself. Like it would squeeze into my body. Like I would fucking like fetal position, like the ultimate fetal position. Freak out. No way. Lewis was over at my house the other day. He tried VR. Like VR is getting insane, and so this shit in VR, I'd die. Especially the start of the game when you're wandering around the house. I'm telling you, the start of the game was so well done. It feels like different people were in charge of different parts of the game. Like, oh, this team is going to be the team that's responsible for this area of the game. And then they kind of did that in Village, where like, okay, this team, you guys are going to be responsible with this area, this stage. You guys are going to be responsible for this stage. In that game, it was kind of like, okay, you guys are free to make the area however you want it. All right, so you guys in Lady Dimitrescu's stage, you guys are going to do a castle. And they go ahead and they make one. In this game, it's like, okay, you are doing dad and he's in the main house over here. You are doing mom and she's over here in the trailer. Like, you know when the game gets bad? It got bad when I was looking for the fucking key for the dissection room. That's where it got fucking bad. I was like, oh my god, I hate the dissection room. This fucking terrible fucking ass place in the house. Like, why does this shit exist? How the fuck do the Bakers not know that their house has a bunch of fucking secret passageways? How the fuck do the Bakers not know that, like, hey, you guys realize when you put like statues in front of these projectors, like the fucking walls open up, right? Like, I don't know if you know about that, but there's something up with your houses. There's a bunch of that kind of shit that kind of takes me out of the game. At least in Resident Evil Village, they explained it. It was like, oh, this lady came here a gajillion years ago, and like they set all of this up, and she science she had money to set all of this up. In this game, it's like, yo, the Bakers, like, I don't know if you know about it, but like it's Louisiana architecture. Like, it's literally Louisiana architecture. If I were to go to any house in Louisiana right now in the middle of the sticks out there, like, they got passageways and shit all around their house. Every kid, like, what? Oh, you was, so Lucas, right? Lucas was the name of the that was the boy, right? That was the guy who was like doing all the fucking weird Riddler shit, right? Is that his name? The reason I bring that up is because you go to his room and you see all the trophies for all the inventions he's made, right? But I have one problem. My problem is he's smart. He's smart. They play it up. It's like, oh, look at all his fucking trophies. This guy's smart. He's smart. My only problem with Lucas was, yo, Lucas, how the fuck did you get all of that shit into your house? Like, bro, are you for like? How did you get these TVs into your house? Do your parents know that you have all of this fucking shit out here in your like? Where the fuck is the nearest Best Buy at, Lucas? Like, how the fuck can you build this escape room out here? I get it. He has a bunch of free time, and I get it. Amazon exists, but I don't think Amazon would deliver out there like that. That still boggles my mind. Like Evelyn gave all of them abilities, and Lucas is like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to the Best Buy. I'm gonna buy a bunch of shit. I'm gonna make escape rooms in my house. Like, that's what I want to do. That's gonna be my new thing. Out in the middle of the fucking boondocks. This is what I'm gonna do. Okay, let me check to see the state of the download. Oh, this is gonna take a... I think it's because I'm streaming. I think it's just gonna take longer because I'm streaming. I'll probably play this, so I'm gonna let it finish downloading. I'm gonna stop the stream right now, and I'll get back to playing this later. I do want to give the DLCs a shot. I do like playing DLCs for games. I normally think that DLCs add more content, and I'll re-rate the game when I play the DLCs. Did you play both of them? He basically opened he opened the Fox in a Box as a side hustle. Did you play both of them, Alex? Both of the DLCs? You played everything? Well, there's more besides this? This is just free stuff, right? There's also purchasable stuff? The Madhouse difficulty. We'll hit you with all we got. My man Alex played the game for them trophies. Beat the game like 4 fucking times. There's purchasable DLC, but it's whatever. Okay. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna stop here. I'll play this. I'll stream Not a Hero later as it downloads. The purchasable ones are wacky. Oh no. It's not story. Is it story related, or is it just like, here's Tofu Man. Go nuts. What? What the fuck? You gotta feed it. No, fuck that. That sounds like it was meant for VR. It was meant for VR more than anything. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys go. Stopping here.